What's going on, True Combat King family? How you guys doing today? It's your host, Ray187, and I look like a centipede or maybe even a grasshopper. I don't know. But anyway, hey, how you guys doing, Mr. President, Mr. Vice President? Thank you guys for being here, and everyone at home. Today is June 10th, and these are your news. I don't want to hear no shit about how I look, you guys. Let's get that started. First thing first on topic, okay?
You look
All
like a
right.
throat.
I look like I'm missing a throat. Like they pulled me out of a fucking sci-fi movie or something. I don't know what the hell. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and get on into your guys' weekly news topics for this week. First thing first, we do just want to go ahead and just say thank you guys for taking time out of your schedule just to be present today. That means more to us than I can even describe. But let's go ahead and start off with our usual tables. Um, Cubs and Knights. First thing first, I do want to take a few seconds to recognize Pig Hunter. As you guys know, Pig Hunter, he's back in the infantry. What? He is a returning knight, so we just want to make sure that he knows that on behalf of all the presidential staff, we welcome you back, little buddy. It's good to see you. Now, in addition to that, I just want to take a quick second just to kind of remind everybody that there's a big difference from Cubs and Knights. If you come across a Knight, they should have a little bit more maturity than a Cub, but it does not mean they always do. We're asking you to base your judgment of their maturity off of their crowns. So if you see a knight with at least a bronze crown, you can kind of say, okay, they probably have a little bit of maturity about them. But if you see a knight and he has no type of ranking, please treat him much like you would a cub. And when it comes down to cubs, there's certain ways that you will act and there's certain ways you won't. All right, so moving forward here, is there anything else that you guys want to add on Green Shield? Anybody? Green Shield? Or excuse me, I mean Knights and
Just want
Cubs.
to,
Yeah, Knights and Cubs. Sorry, we're not there yet. We're not quite
just
there
want to
yet.
remind, I just want to remind everybody that recruitment for Cubs and Knights is still a thing. We're not just not doing it anymore. So if you have younger members, please refer them to myself or a Black Shield member for recruitment.
Now, just so you guys know, I would like to see more Cubs watching the news. So this next 5 seconds is for you. Do you wanna build a snowman? Do you wanna come and play?
Dan, Dan, a nod of disapproval.
Yeah. So
Oh
if you are
God.
a Cub at night, that was just for you. I want to build a snowman with you. So come and play with us. We'd love to see you guys more watching the news. All right. Moving forward. On to Green Shield, shall we? You guys have a problem with that? No, no, not a disapprovals right
No
now. Green Shield.
problems?
All
Nope.
right. Okay. Now, when it comes down to Green Shield, you guys, I'm just gonna take a few seconds to kind of remind you guys that we do want you to spread the word when you recruit people. That is very important. Go on to the King's Court. Bring it up at your house meetings. That's important. But more so, important than that, we are now requesting that any new member of TCK in general, I don't care if it's a night cub, your mama, I don't care. If they're joining this family, they must send their immediate house and the presidential staff friend requests. Now, when I say their immediate house, I don't mean all the members of it. No, but they must know all the commanders. That is a must. They must know who the presidential staff is. That is a must. And all of us can hold 1,000 people on our friends list, so I don't want to hear that crap that you couldn't fit them on yours because I know you can. So, with that being said, we just want to take a few seconds to kind of let you guys in on a little tidbit. There'll be more about this here on the commander table, but gold crowns, it's going to become your responsibility. Well, first, let me rephrase this. Congratulations if you're a gold crown commander. Your job just became more valuable. So you should pat yourself on the back. Um, you are now officially in charge of recruiting for your house. We'll talk more about that here later, okay? Does anyone else here have anything they would like to add on the green show table? Mr. President? Mr. Vice President?
Yeah. I want to say something real quick. To add on to what you just said about the adding the new recruits adding fuck sorry sorry adding what they should be doing too, and I've already talked about this before, is the commanders, whomever it is that is recruiting them, should be posting in their house chat as well on WeChat so that people will know that they have a new member coming in. That way, people in the chat can actually add them to their friends list. That's another way to get people to understand that there's more people coming in. So that's another little way of basically um, getting the word out that we have more recruits.
Awesome. And that is a highly recommended bit of advice for everyone here. Please, you guys, your presidential staff really do care about you, and we want you to know that we're sorry that these new regulations wasn't put in place when you became a green shoulder or a member for the first time. If they were, we would have made sure your commander was doing these things for you. So, to everyone out there that did not receive that treatment, you have my personal apology as Black Shield. Know that this 2 minutes or 2 seconds right here is our way of saying, we're glad that you came in, and we really wish we would have gave you that 2 minutes of fame. But please do not hold a grudge with what didn't happen to you over the next person's head. Let's make sure that all new people that come to TCK have the best experience, or as I like to personally put it, a better experience than I had when I came in. Mr. President, you have anything you want to say?
Yeah, just one thing. I just want to remind everyone that when it comes to the Green Shield process, once again, that if you have Bronze Crown Knights present, they are allowed to attend Green Shield tryouts. If they are members that are invited by commanders, one invite per commander, they're also welcome to join those. So if you ever find yourself stuck for numbers, or want to show a night of appreciation for their maturity, just letting you know that they are allowed to take those trials.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, and let's go ahead and move on to our member table, shall we, guys? You ready? Moving on up. I don't have
Yep.
very much to say, but this is going to be a very heavy topic anyway. If you're not active in TCK, you're officially demoted to Green Shield. I don't care who you are, what house you're in. I don't really give a crap. Every member in TCK who are not active is officially demoted to Green Shield. More on that on the commander table. Anybody else here have anything they want to say on this table?
No, sir.
Nope.
All right. Moving on upwards to the commander table. So, commanders, you guys heard me say I had a lot to talk to you guys about. Let's go ahead and start on the bottom. So, you guys, we just recently talked about our green shields and how if you are a gold crown commander, you're officially in charge of a lot more now. But one thing that we did not get a chance to really emphasize on is what that now includes. And as a green shield commander, if you will, or even a gold crown of your house, which you are, you're now responsible for spearheading your recruiting process. It's no longer our job to handle all of it for you guys. And we really do feel that as a Gold Crown Commander, this is a good way for you to demonstrate your level of leadership in this family. So, starting off to kind of get you guys used to your new positions. Oh, and by the way, you're going to start receiving your homework assignments at this communication. So, if you're not passing your weekly stats, then I don't expect you to know what's going on. I don't expect you to really do your job. Whoever's watching news right now, how you doing there? It's good to see you. But back on topic. This first homework assignment that you guys are going to receive for this week is going to be to go through your houses as a staff, Gold Crown Commanders. This is not simply something that I want you to assign to a Bronze Crown Commander to do because you are in charge of doing it. But we do want you to have their input. We do want you to, as a house, make an ethical and a wise decision. Do not just say, oh, well, fuck this guy because I just don't like this guy. But instead, if so much as one of you guys have reasons to believe otherwise, then kind of work with each other to make a fair decision. But the presidential staff is giving you guys the outlines of 1 month. So as a staff, I want you to ask yourself, with each one of the members you're potentially getting rid of, well, and I want to rephrase that you're potentially demoting to Green Shield, ask yourselves, have they been seen in the last month? If they have, then there's no reason to demote anybody. Now, another thing, this is kind of a double-edged sword just a little bit. When you guys get down to the higher houses, we're not simply asking the bare minimum, but we are asking the extras as well. In which case, we want to know, as a staff, if this higher member has participated in any TCK events. Excuse me. Have they done anything over the last, I don't know, 60 days? Have they went to a class? Have they been to a training session? Now, if you're in a higher house, these are the type of questions you should be asking yourselves about your members. Understand the presidential staff have taken the liberty of helping you out with your assignments with the higher house, LOL. But this is your responsibility, you guys, and we're trusting you with it. So moving on, another thing I want to highlight for you guys, as commanders, let's talk very briefly about your job description again. You can believe you got to do whatever you want to do. You can say that this is more important than the other. We're not arguing with you. In fact, we prefer that you actually put in more than what we're expecting of you because that's how you shine and truly demonstrate yourself as a leader for the next generation. But as of now, if you guys take a look at the commander stats, it's right there on the website beneath the weekly training center. You will notice that there's 5 main categories that you're pretty much being weighted on. And the first 2 are the most important. If you do not pass the first 2, you will not receive credit for the other 3. So it doesn't matter if you're posting your events in the social club. It doesn't matter if you're holding your class on time. It doesn't matter if you got the best paperwork in all of TCK. You will not be graded on none of that if you're unable to receive your homework assignments through this communication, actually demonstrate you know your assignments, take the weekly training, and actually demonstrate you know your weekly training material. Now, just so you guys know, it was brought to my attention by a commander a couple of days ago. Hey Ray, exactly why do you do this if it's not required for the members, but it's mandatory for the commanders? And I want to take a few seconds to kind of answer that question for everyone in TCK. The reason it's designed that way is because we know you guys have a 15-minute class. And in your 15-minute time window, if you can start including whatever basic knowledge we're trying to give you guys as a staff into your class that you're designing for yourself, then all of our members will learn the same information but from different points of views. So one day a guardian will know exactly when a tier 1 weapon comes up, even if he's never taken the class on a website. Just by coming to your class and you knowing what's going on, he will have a great clue of what time these weapons come up. So it's a trickle down effect as far as the knowledge of TCK. We're giving it directly to you, and we're asking that you take it and give it directly to them. Do you guys have anything else as far as commander assignments that you guys think is important for us to go over this week?
Yes, sir. All right. So, obviously, as you guys know, with that being said about credit, obviously, in order to get credit for the last three things, as Ray said, you've got to get the first two. Now, the only other one that is quite tricky to check over weekly, especially depending on when you post your social club events, it's the social club events. So, at the end of the day, there's two things you can do. One, post them on the Saturday so they can be visibly seen because Black Shield are the ones that are putting that on the website for you and checking it off. If you're not able to do that, what you need to do is send it to Ray himself as a screenshot to prove that you have actually done that for this week. Otherwise, there's a chance that he may not see it, in which case, meaning you will not get credit for it.
So please understand, you guys, it's not that we're trying to be dicks and add extra steps to your jobs, but I'm only one man. And you're kind of asking me to spend 24/7 looking at the social club just to see when you post stuff. And I don't really mind doing as much as I can, but by you guys taking time to at least send them to me directly for now, it definitely makes my life and your life a lot easier. Now, please note that in the future, there may just be a day where there's a file cabinet or something simple where you could just post a screenshot right in there and it'll be done. But um, just understand that until the presidential staff actually ordains that day, we are requesting that if you want to guarantee that you receive credit, you simply send it directly to me. That's all we're asking. All right. So, moving on. Anything else, commanders? You guys? Anything else? No.
No, sir.
Awesome. Last but not least, on our core table, we want to give a shout out to Blissful Mirrors. Bliss, we want to let you know that not just myself, but other members of the presidential staff have witnessed your good rapport, if you will, your demonstration of a high character. And even though you have all this stuff going on in the family, you have done nothing but conduct yourself as a true brother of TCK, and you have faced all your triumphs, all your tribulations that's ahead of you, with nothing but a grain of sugar. So we're very impressed with how you're conducting yourself, even though you're going through the legal system in TCK. And we want you to know that um, in TCK, we do believe in justice. It actually is one of our cores as a commander, justice and truth. So understand that you're not just being led down some rabbit hole of bamboozlement, but we're looking forward to your court date as you are as well. So, you guys, with that being said, that pretty much concludes the news show. Is there anything else you guys want to put on today's show before we move on? Anything else, you guys, at all?
No, sir. No, sir.
I'm
Mr. Vice
good.
President, good. All right, well, you guys, with that being said, we're getting ready to proceed back into your guys' general table. But before we do, I just want to take one last second to just remind all commanders that this is your responsibility to actually do your assignments. Um, One of the most important ones this week that we will be watching for is cleaning out your Spartan company. Everyone's had enough time. There is no more time. This is the day that you're given the job to get it done. So with that being said, we want to go ahead and say thank everybody for watching the news today. I'm your host, Ray187, accompanied by Mr. President, Gameaholic, and our Vice President, Barry Dan. And this concludes your news for June 10th, 2017. Have a great day, you guys. Alright, come on, everybody. Come on. Bring your ass off stage. Get your ass off stage, motherfucker. Come on. You just can't sit there, man. Oh, you're just gonna duck down. Okay, Ninja Turtle style. Got it. Alright. It's weird to think we just spent like about an hour and a half to talk for 19